Make sure to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone old, broken, or you're just trying to get rid of it. You can contact them right at the number on the screen, text or call. Also, their social media and website is in the description if that's more convenient. If you share their social media accounts on social media, get a chance to win an iPhone. Go check them out. All right, Kendrick Perkins is on Sirius XM Satellite Radio, the NBA channel. He basically revealed the true origin of the Ray Allen and Rondo beef. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. We almost to the start of the regular season in the NBA. I think it's July 30th. It kick off a game. So I know Lou Williams, little news report before we get into it. He got a quarantine for 10 days after being seen partying in Magic City after leaving the bubble for, I think, a family death. He was seen in Magic City. Zion has returned to the bubble. He had quarantined for 4 days after attending to a family emergency as well. But yeah, Kendrick Perkins was on here with Sirius XM Satellite Radio. You know, he been spilling the beans about everything. You know, he got to the media and he got to running his mouth. And it's a code. I mean, any of us that played, you know, football, basketball, baseball at, you know, at least the high school level, you know, the locker room is a code. We had situations where the coaches wasn't around and we slapped box, we boxed, we fought, but we handled the teams and we handled the issues internally and what went on in that locker room, even with what the coach did, you know, it stayed in the locker room and it didn't leave the locker room. It stayed between us. But that's a rule that's, you know, rarely followed these days. So, you know, Draymond been going around Draymond and Kendrick Perkins been two of the biggest whistleblowers in the NBA this offseason or since the season been stagnant. You know, Draymond was going around telling Kevin Durant old business, just like a female. Females go around and do that, reporting everybody business. Now, I don't have no respect for Kendrick Perkins and Draymond Green. And a lot of people didn't know what I was talking about. They were saying, oh, no, you know, this, that. But when they do it to LeBron, then they wrong. You know, when they spill the beans when LeBron, you know, wife was, you know, got caught cheating with Rashard Lewis, and when Delonte West was banging his wife, then, you know, it was supposed to be taboo. But when it boiled down to players like Kevin Durant and Rondo who you don't like, it's okay to spill their beans. And that's what I'm telling you, man. Masculinity is dying. The true code of being a man is a black man is dying. But, you know, Kendrick Perkins basically spilled the beans. And the beef I really never understood it. I know Rondo, Ray Allen would have Rondo and his family over for dinner in Boston, and I just thought maybe sometimes you just don't feng shui, or something. You and another dude just don't click. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of times in that situation when you and somebody don't click, it was an issue. Like, you know, you might have bumped him, or, you know, he might have been messing with his woman. But a lot of the times, the same dude that you beefing with over something that's petty, a lot of times y'all got a lot in common too. You know, if y'all didn't get into that situation, y'all probably would be homeboys. But, you know, what Kendrick Perkins said, and I kind of link it in the description. It's on Facebook. You can check the Sirius XM Satellite NBA channel on Facebook. He basically said that, you know, it was because of Chris Paul. They had won the championship, and I guess New Orleans was trading Chris Paul, and somehow Rondo name came up in there, and I guess Doc or whoever was running the team at the time, maybe it was Danny Ainge, said, do you want to trade, you know, y'all want to trade Rondo for Chris Paul? And Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce said, no, we going to rock with Rondo. Ray Allen said, fuck it, why not? Do it. You know what I'm saying? Ray Allen said, do it. Like OJ the Juice Man, pussy nigga, you won't do it. So Rondo got wind that Ray Allen said, you know, he wanted to trade Rondo for Chris Paul, but that at the time, you know, Rondo was a good point guard, but he ain't never been as good as Chris Paul. Straight up and down. He ain't never been. So that might have put them over the hump against the Lakers. I think they ended up losing to the Lakers at one point. But yeah, the beef stemmed from that. So ever since that, Rondo held on to that like a woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy that dudes just be holding on to stuff nowadays. We done slap box, fought, you know, cuss each other out playing NBA Live back in the day, or NBA Shootout. We didn't have fist fights. We didn't wrestle. We didn't beef. But then again, as an original man or original boy or teenager, it used to be embedded in us to be able to let it go. Now, some things you can't let go. Somebody spit on you, or somebody, you know, just talk, you know, hit your mama. I don't know what it is. Somebody jump you to a bad extent, or whatever it is. You know, just certain things ain't forgivable. But in that situation, that was something to move on from. Y'all go to dinner. He said, why you feel that way? I just felt that, you know, Ray Allen say, probably said, I just felt that Chris Paul was a better player. You're not a bad player. I just felt that Chris Paul can get us over the hump. He a little bit better offensively. He can play defense. But you know what? I ain't mean to rub no feathers. We just trying to get better. I'm trying to get me another ring before I get up out this thing. But Rondo's probably just like, hell no, fuck this nigga, man. I ain't messing with him no more. It's over with. And Rondo took it personal. Sometimes dudes be taking, that ain't even nothing to take personal, bro. Chris Paul a better player than you. I mean, what you mean? If they told me Chris Paul for Rondo, I could do that deal, I'm going to do it. No offense to Ron, I like Rondo. But offensively, he challenged. Chris Paul not. Now, does Rondo do some things better than Chris Paul? Probably so. He more durable straight off the bat. He can facilitate just like Rondo. He can defend, like Chris Paul. He can defend just like Chris Paul. But Chris Paul was just a better player. Chris Paul can heat up, but Rondo got a ring and he don't. So we can't say that. But Kendrick Perkins said it got to the point where they put the gloves on and them niggas squared up for 2 rounds to get it off their chest. And it still didn't cure the situation. It still didn't heal the situation. So these dudes then boxed and put the gloves on. They doing the underground NBA fight club, but that's how I go in the locker room, bro. I done seen situations in the locker room where there wasn't no gloves on and niggas just fist fought. They fought it out. And after it, you throw it to the side and we move on from it. So at the end of the day, the NBA could investigate it and say y'all was running Fight Club and doing this, that, and the third. But that's an original locker room. We got an issue, we handle it internally. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. So I'm not mad at them. They try to do everything and say just put the gloves on. He said they all have plenty of fights in the locker room where somebody put the gloves on and they got off their chest. But that ain't the first time I heard it. I done been through situations where we in the locker room, we scrap it out or whatever. And the locker room usually is divided as far as personal. It's some dudes you kick it with and it's some dudes you don't kick it with. But at the end of the day, if one of us fighting, we out on the field or we out and about as a team, we all gonna fight. A lot of people won't understand the locker room code unless you in it. And I grew up in it. Then there ain't nothing different. I done been in cliques in the streets where, fuck it, man, you got a problem or you fouled me hard, let's go in the backyard and square up. We square up and we get it over. But now these dudes today is cowards. They get beat up, they want to come back and shoot up the spot. I seen a video on Facebook before I finished off. They was squaring up in the street and my man's hit him with a shot. Big fella. The dude reached in his shorts and grabbed his gun and put it to Big fella hood. Big fella still swung on him. But then he was like, man, this nigga hoe. Like, dudes just can't take their L no more. They pride be hurt. They want to reach for the strap and then next thing you know, you go into that long ride upstate and you can't bring that strap in there. So if you can't beat this nigga in the neighborhood, imagine how many people you're going to run into upstate. You're going to run into some of the baddest dudes in the land. So you can't take that strap with you on the inside. So you're going to waste your life killing somebody and then get beat up on in a prison system. It ain't worth it. And it's a little bit harder now with World Star and YouTube and Instagram. You become a viral, a viral star by getting beat up. But, it's all you got to stay ready. You always got to keep yourself in shape. You know what I'm saying? It's good to pick up a martial arts, wrestling, boxing, or something of that nature, a class to keep your cardio up. But all these dudes want to smoke weed and do that type of stuff. But to end it off, Kendrick Perkins is out here spilling the whole beans, trying to remain relevant, trying to revive his career. But certain things you don't talk about. And that's one of the things that I just wouldn't talk about right now. Maybe 20 more years down the road, I'll probably reveal it. But that's still a wound that's still open. That wound ain't completely healed. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, Ray Allen went on and got a championship in Miami. Rondo's still searching for another one. But if they probably had Chris Paul, they probably would have beat the Lakers. They wouldn't have lost to the Lakers in that finals, man. But, I mean, it is what it is. I wonder who won that fight. I know Rondo, he got some hood in him. Ray Allen ain't no hoe neither. I kind of didn't like Ray Allen no more when he went to Miami and pulled that hoe move, man. He became I ain't like him no more, man. You don't go to the rival team, but hey, it's his prerogative. He snatched him another ring. But, Rondo was just in his feelings, man. Rondo's an emotional dude, man. You can't be emotional like that over that, man. Who the fuck wouldn't trade Rondo for Chris Paul? Shit, right now, anybody do that deal, man. But, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He got mad at him. But, I wouldn't even say that Ray Allen said. But I didn't think whoever leaked that to Rondo or however he found out, they wouldn't have leaked it if they know it was going to destroy the camaraderie like that or decay their relationship. But hey, it is what it is. Check out our NBA Talk playlist. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video requests. All my social media links in the description: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We also got a Facebook link in there as well. Hit me up anytime. I do respond, unless I'm not logged in on Instagram. But Twitter's the fastest way to do so. Then Instagram and then Facebook. Check out our NBA Talk playlist. Once again, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Check out our NBA Talk playlist. You ain't going to miss it. We got an NBA 101 playlist where we go live, so I will be going live as these games start back up. Other than that, man, if you want to make a donation, share the video. It's the best way to donate. But we got Cash App, PayPal in the description. PayPal link and Cash App usernames in the description. It's good for CJ Good 313 if you wish to make a donation one time for the one time we go.